Kayla, and I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Today, this Freshman Friday, is going to be about my sorority recruitment experience. I just want to start off by saying my sorority recruitment experience is going to be a bit different from a lot of you guys, because I know not a lot of people go to small schools with Greek systems that are like mine. So first off, the main difference is going to be we do spring recruitment, not fall. I mean, we do fall informal, but as a freshman, you can't go through recruitment until the spring. So I had to wait until January to go through recruitment, where most of you guys will go through recruitment in September. And my school also only has 4 sororities, 4 fraternities. We're a very small Greek system, and a lot of you guys, if you're going to a bigger state school, are going to have quite larger Greek systems and quite longer recruitment weeks than I did. So that's just what I'm going to tell you. I just wanted to tell you guys my experience with it, and yeah. So first I'm going to kind of tell you a little bit about why I decided to go through sorority recruitment and join a sorority. I have always loved the idea of going into a Greek system. It is something that always intrigued me growing up, even with, just the movie form. But then as I got to know people who are actually in Greek systems and hear their experiences and how much they loved it, it really was something I was like, oh, I think I would really love this. And I really wanted just a group of people with similar values as me, and just to know people. And I think a lot of people who are kind of like anti-Greek life think it's like you're buying your friends, but it really isn't. I mean, I don't have to be friends with everyone in my house. I choose to be. Like, I love my sorority. They're all wonderful girls, and I'm so glad that I got to be a part of their house. And so it's just one of those things that it's not for everyone, but for me, it just felt right. And so, it was torture waiting all year to be able to, go through recruitment. I was like, I just want it to be January. I want to go through recruitment. Because, all my friends are, getting placed in their houses at their schools. And I'm just like, I just want to do that. I'm so ready for it. And so when January came around, I was super excited, and it was just great. And I was, bouncing off the walls, oh my God, you guys, it's recruitment week, it's recruitment week. And everyone's like, oh my God, Kayla, shut up. Because none of my friends were going through it with me. I went through it completely alone. I tried to get my roommate and some of my floor mates, and come on, you guys, let's do this. And they're like, yeah, no, you're on your own, Kayla. I was like, okay, well, it's still going to be fun, and I'm going to have a lot of fun, and you guys are going to be sad that you don't. And so I went through recruitment alone, and it was kind of scary. And at my school, recruitment was 5 days. And so you went in on that Friday. Yeah, Friday. And you went to just a meeting, and they kind of talked to you about how it's going to go. And they split you into your Rho Gamma groups, which a Rho Gamma is a recruitment advisor, counselor. They're members of houses, but you don't know which house they're a member of until after bid night and you've been placed in a house. And they just are supposed to help you guide through recruitment and help you find what's best for you. So we met with them, and they kind of did the rundown of what the weekend, and because it was a Friday through Tuesday was our recruitment, and so it's kind of okay, this is what's going to happen, this is how it's going to go, so we knew what we were getting into. And so then that Saturday we showed up bright and early, and we had to spend the whole day in a room, except for when we were going to the houses, and we went to all 4 houses, and they had a fun activity planned for us to kind of get to know the house, and for them to get to know us. And so one of the houses we had a trivia game, and another one was just questions, and so there's all sorts of different stuff, and you just got to talk to girls and ask questions about the houses, so you could start deciding what kind of houses you thought fit you. So at the end of that day, you went back and you ranked them, and so then your top 3, potentially you could get invited back to the next day. For me, I thought it was being kind of tricky, because I went into recruitment really knowing what house I wanted to be in, which is not a good thing to do, because you want to get come in with an open mind, and so I tried to keep a really open mind. So when I went to the other houses, I was like, I'm just going to go and I'm going to rank today by the houses I had the most fun at today and the ones that I'm interested in more. So I actually put the houses I was interested in reverse order on my sheet, so that I would have a better chance of getting to know more about the other houses. Because I just wanted to know, I thought the house that I wanted was, the right one for me. And I just was like, but I want to be completely sure. And so I put some other ones that I was maybe interested in, and I had fun at that day, and just to see what would happen. And so then we came back on day 3, and we got the list of houses we were invited back to. And for me, I was only invited back to one house, which was the house that I had ranked 3rd on my list the day before, which was the house I really wanted to be in. So I was like, okay, obviously this is a sign that if I'm meant to be in a house, it's going to be this house. And I was right all along, and so I was just super excited about it. And so that day 3 is philanthropy day, and so we went around to whatever house we were invited back to and learned about their philanthropy. So for the house I went to, we went and they started a little video and they talked to us about it. And then we did a little activity, because our philanthropy is CASA, court-appointed special advocates for foster kids and kids going through court systems. And so we made little cups for the volunteers, made little templates. So we drew pictures, and they put them in tumblers to give to the volunteers. And that was really cool. So we got to get involved in our philanthropy before we were in the house. And so it was really neat. I really liked that. And then we got to talk to more girls and get to know more girls in the house. Just again to see if we like it, ask more questions, and then they could get to know us. And then day 4, you come back. It was Monday, so Monday night. So you have to wait all day Monday. And then you go back Monday night to the room where everyone meets, and you find out which house you're invited back to for prep night. Preference night is like the fancier night of recruitment where they've kind of decided the girls that they want, and the girls who are going kind of decided which house they want to be in, but it's just kind of like one last chance to like get to know them, so it's like a fancier like dinner or dessert or something. And so I got invited back to the one house, and I was really glad because I was so nervous that day. I was like, oh my god, I only got invited back to one house on philanthropy day. What if I don't get back to any on preference night? And I was really nervous. Like all day I was like texting my mom like, Mommy, what if it doesn't happen? I'm really scared. And she was like, just breathe. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And I was like, okay. And I ended up getting invited back, and it was really great. And so I went, and it was fun. We had a baked potato bar, and we talked, and it was just a really neat experience. So it was a really neat experience. And so then the next day, you go through all your classes on Tuesday, and then you go back for bid day, which is actually more bid night at our school because it's on a weekday, so you have classes and stuff. But so you go, you get into your little Rogama group, they take you away, and they hand you your bid card. And so we all open them at once, and we all just, you know, silently squeal. We're like, oh my gosh, this is the house we're in. And I was super excited because I opened my bid card, and it said Kappa Alpha Theta, and I was just like jumping up and down. I was like, yay! Even though I already really knew when I didn't get called to say not to come to bid night that I was going to be a Theta, I was just kind of like, this is just so cool. I'm so excited. Jumping up and down, and so then we ended up meeting with our houses. Well, actually, first we went back downstairs to the big room, and we found out what houses our Rogamas were in, and I actually guessed right on one of mine, which I was really proud of. Because like no one guessed what houses their Rogamas are in, and I was like, I knew one of mine. I was wrong about the other, but I was right about one, and it was super cool. And then yeah, so then we met with all of the other new recruits for our sorority, and we went and did fun stuff. My sorority went roller skating, and it was super cool. And yeah, so it was really neat to kind of just go through like this crazy week of just stress and saying the same things over and over again, and then just get to go have fun and like be in the house that I'm gonna be in. And it was just really neat, and I love my sisters. They're all so wonderful. I'm so glad that everything turned out the way it did. I can't have imagined if I'd ended up in another house. Like, I just can't. Like, all the houses on my campus are great, and like all the girls are great in Greek life. It's just it's like a wonderful community, but like I can't see myself anywhere else but Theta, and I'm just so lucky. So yeah, that was my recruitment experience. Again, like I said in the beginning, it's a little bit different than what most of you guys will go through just because of the size of my school and the fact that we do spring recruitment. But I mean, most of like the same things, like you'll go to all the houses at some point, you'll like rank yours and stuff like that. That generally, as far as I know, is kind of like generic across most schools, is like you do end up going to every house and getting to know every house before you start like narrowing it down. So yeah, what else did I want to say? Oh, prepare to just say a lot of stuff about yourself. All the girls are going to ask you the same questions, and you're going to repeat a lot of stuff, but you know, it's just, they want to get to know you and see if you're a good fit for their house, and you want to get to know them and know if, you know, you really want to be there. And so just get through it. It was a long day of saying a lot of stuff the first day. I was just like, I don't want to talk about me anymore. So if you don't want to talk about yourself anymore, ask questions about the house, and then they'll talk, and it'll give you a little break. But yeah, so just be prepared for that. You're gonna be sick of talking about yourself by the end of the week. I was sick of talking about myself by the end of the first house, and I was like, I still have 3 more houses to go. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like, it was just one of those things I was like, this is gonna kill me. But yeah, so it's just trying to you gotta get through that first day. The first day is gonna be probably the hardest day, and I definitely agree. And then once you start getting to kind of decide where you want to be, it gets so much easier because you're starting to like actually get super excited about the houses that you're going to, because they're like, oh, well, I can see myself here. So yeah, but really just enjoy it, and really do go in with an open mind, because if you go in just thinking, well, I'm gonna be in this house, my friends are in this house, you're really going to shut yourself off to what could be a great opportunity. And I'm really glad that I ended up in the house that I thought that I really wanted to be a part of. But I also am glad that I did take the time to actually like think open-mindedly about the other houses and rank them the way I did that first day. Because just because I, you know, maybe they didn't think I was a fit for them, and, you know, maybe I wouldn't have been, like, it still was nice for me to go in and, you know, try and not just be like, well, I want to be in this house, if I'm not going to be in any other house but this one. Because that's just, I know some girls did that and they were really disappointed when that house cut them, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, but you're supposed to go to this open-minded, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, just try and go in there. Don't think too much about it beforehand. Just enjoy it, because it is a fun experience. It's chaotic and crazy, but it's super fun, and in the end, you'll end up where you're meant to be, and it'll be wonderful. And yeah, so that is my little spiel on recruitment. And if you have any more ideas for videos, or if you want to know anything more about anything I've already talked about, leave it in the comments below, or tweet me or something, and I will start figuring out more videos, because this is the last video I have planned. Like, I'm gonna do a little more. I'm doing them all summer, obviously, but I need more ideas. So leave some in the comments below, and I will see you guys on Monday. Bye!